Hey everybody, this is Davian, and today I am showing you how I am planning and putting that plan into action with feeding my rabbits just from the garden and wild edibles, foraged items from our backyard. So earlier this week, earlier this month, I was working on researching what plants rabbits could eat, and there was actually quite a few. So I'm gonna walk you through the ones that I'm using, how I use them, how I harvest them, and how I preserve them. So the first plant that I'm going to talk about here that I use and feed to them is dandelions. So they can eat the flowers, they can eat the stems, and they can eat the leaves. It's all edible. It's also edible for humans, in case you were wondering, and it's nutritious and good for them. To harvest these, I just simply pluck them off and I'll feed them to my rabbits. The next one, and probably the most obvious that you would think of, is grass. I just grab the grass from in my backyard and I'll just feed it to them fresh, or I will dry it on top of their cages and save it for later or winter time. And then there's nettle. So this is just regular stinging nettle. You probably heard of it, probably gotten stung by it before. It's a wild plant that grows everywhere, and I will dry it because I won't eat it straight because it's prickly, but I'll harvest it with gloves on and I will dry it and then I will feed it to them, and it's really good for nursing moms to help increase their milk supply. Another one, this is not one that I've started using because we have so little of it, but I'm going to plant some just in about a week. I'm going to plant some clover. So you can use any type of clover, but they can eat the leaves, they can eat the flowers, and the stems. Another plant that I will feed to them, this is like one of the primary things they consume, this along with grass, but it's comfrey. So this doesn't grow in the wild to the best of my knowledge. We did plant this, but it spreads like crazy. As you can see, it spread all over the garden, everywhere. But they can eat the leaves, and it's really high in protein, really nutritious. So this is something else they can eat. This isn't one of their primary things, but I will feed this sparingly on the side. It's also good for them. It's yarrow, so it's got it's like mini ferns. It's got fern-like leaves, and in the summer and early fall, it'll have like big white flowers, kind of like firework style, but it'll have big white flowers. But you can feed them the leaves right here. You can dry them. Here's some of the comfrey that I'm working on drying. I just set it on top of a cage, and it's wire, the air goes through it, and this should be dry within a week. Here's some of my drying nettle. There's a little grass in there. As you can see, I wasn't too picky with what I grabbed. More drying nettle, and here's some grass that I'm drying. And the cool thing is they will just rip through the roofs and eat it. So whenever they're hungry, they'll just grab some down and eat it straight, as you can see this one is doing right now. This has helped me to lower my feed costs considerably. They eat about like half the feed that they used to, and I'm not completely done weaning them and working them onto the foraged items. My goal is by the end of this spring, I want to get them all completely on garden grown and foraged foods, and I want to be self-sufficient when it comes to their feed. I want to be able to just raise these rabbits off the land and have organic, chemical-free food that's growing right in our backyard, and I know exactly what's going into them, and they love it. They love being able to be outside, and they like being able to eat fresh foods, and I love seeing them happy. Thank you all for watching this video. And I would appreciate if you have any plants that you know rabbits can eat and are good for rabbits, please mention them in the comments below. I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Bye.